Aquarius, welcome back. This is A from High Fives High Vibes Tarot. This is your Aquarius, July 2022, Sun, Moon, Rising sign, and Venus love reading for the sign of Aquarius. Please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Perhaps next month's message is the one for you. But I've always believed in synchronicity, so there must be something in here that you need to hear today. Death card. Something transformative is happening around your love life right now, dear Aquarius. This could also be a change in thought process as far as how you perceive your love life or how you perceive your romantic life. There is also some change. You know, romance is not always about your relationship with others. It also starts with relationship with yourself. So I'm strongly picking up on the energy of a transformative view in love life, in love situation. But for some of you, this could also be that something you could be married to somebody that you have just learned a lot about. This could also be discovering something new about, as far as this story is concerned. She discovered that her groom, her husband is a cursed beast, and she discovers that during her sleep. So for some of you, you could be recently been married, and there's something about this person that you have just realized or you just have discovered right now. It's not that it's a bad thing. Change always rattles us, but it's that idea or that energy of it's new to us. It's something that we are not familiar with, and unfamiliarity or uncertainty is something that shakes our core, and perhaps this is what you are experiencing right now, dear Aquarius. Perhaps you are confused, or perhaps you are thinking about what are the repercussions of this discovery, what are these changes. Change is always uncomfortable, so be at peace with that. Let us get your energies for you and your person, past, present, and future. A new chapter. That explains it. Perhaps I could be speaking to an Aquarius born individual who has just recently been married, or there's a new chapter in your life, ready to move to a new chapter. Perhaps you could be newly engaged. Change is coming. Change is around the corner. That is what I'm getting. Or perhaps you have been proposed on. I apologize for some of my words. English is not my first language, so I hope I could still make sense. I am still making sense, and you could still understand me. Okay. If you are the person, you could be in a same-sex relationship, but you are the one who would propose. For some of you, you would be offering, or you are putting a ring on the finger of your partner, of your long-term partner, and you don't care about their issues or family issues. Perhaps you didn't really care about it. It's not that you're not open to discussing that, but it's more of you just want to put that ring on their finger, like right here, right now. You want to move fast. You want to level up. You want to have that very much of an Aquarius, very much of an air sign, like happy-go-lucky. I would go for it. This is the ideal situation, and I will do it. I will do everything in my power to do it. You look at her. It's like that. You don't want to let go of that ice cream. It's just an ice cream, but you don't want to let that go. You have it in reverse. So there's something that this fire within you, it's non-negotiable, and that is what I'm getting here. You would propose, you would move fast about, you would act on your feelings right now, and it's something that would change the narrative as far as your relationship, or as far as your romantic life is concerned. Or perhaps this is, since this is in the past spread, this is something that you have done so in the past. So let us check your current energies. Energies could be, this is your energy and this would be your person, but energies could be interchangeable, so just please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. You could also check out your haha, this is this one. You have it twice, so this is an affirmation of what you are going through right now. Change is happening around you. Could also be a negative situation, but this is something that would transform you. You would be regenerated into something better. This is, look at her, this is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. She has to die so that the prince could come. So perhaps a situation that is bothering you right now is something that you're not comfortable with. Perhaps it's uncertain, it shakes your core, but know that it has to happen, so that, I'm not saying that the Prince Charming would come, but it has to happen so that that newness, that paradise, everything has to crumble first for you to see the beauty of a situation. So it has to happen. Just giving you that reassurance right there. Change is happening around you. Death is happening. Death is not about death, I mean literal death. It's more of, it's like a phoenix rising. A phoenix is waiting to be born out. A phoenix is waiting to be unleashed. Okay. For some of you, you could be struggling with a breakup, and the progression is here. This is major. A major thing is happening around you. The star card here happens always after the tower. The tower is a crumbling moment. As what I have mentioned a while ago, everything has to fall apart so that you could build anew. You could start a solid foundation, and you would know how to start a solid foundation in the future. And perhaps that is what's happening around you right now. Perhaps you're not speaking with friends, or the usual Aquarius who is always social is now being quiet, being silent, or it's something that doesn't feel so right now. And it is happening around you and your love life. Perhaps whatever it is that you expected to turn out well didn't turn out the way you expected to, and it's something that it's like you know, that moment, that silence before a storm, calm before the storm. That could be what's bothering you right now. Working through that healing, working to that period of rest for you before you could avenge yourself, or before you really release that dragon, or before that storm to happen. Or perhaps for some of you, the storm has already passed and you are figuring out navigating that unknown path. Or perhaps you are still questioning what is happening around you. Why is this happening? Why does it have to happen? Why do I have to lose this? Why do I have to... This is Taurian energy. Focus on yourself. The King of Pentacles. Solid. Abundant. If not rich. Perhaps you have, for some of you, you have lost your money. You gambled onto something and now you have lost it. Unleashing that bull, or waiting for that moment to unleash that bull, or waiting for that moment for you to rediscover your strength, hence that regeneration energy. You are taking a break, or taking that rest, or perhaps you are pulling in on all your resources so you could start anew. being ambitious, very much of an Aquarius born individual. Discipline, instilling discipline for yourself. With these two cards here together, I strongly feel that if there has been a struggle, or if you have experienced loss, currently experiencing some loss, for some of you, this could also mean in the past you have completed a divorce. You have completed, you are going to a new chapter in your life. That could mean separation. For some of you who have been separated, you're currently coming from that stable space. You are regenerating, you are resting, you are pulling in all your resources. You are that solid, you're very solid. You know who you are, dear Aquarius. You know where you are going, and while you are struggling, or where you are experiencing negative feedback or negative, it's not how you planned it to be. You are solid as fuck. You are healing. You're calm and collected. You are calm about it. You are very chill about it, because you have not lost. Or perhaps you are weirded out. You feel so weird that it doesn't bother you at all. Very stable. You're very stable, emotionally stable. Could also be financially stable. Let's see what's happening. What we have. Okay. Oh, those are too many cards. Just one more card, please, for dear Aquarius. Don't forget who you are. You may be given with a lot of options. See? If you do yoga, this is my Shavasana card. That period of rest. That period of, you know, when you are reaping the benefits of the practice, of the yoga practice, you lie down, corpse pose. Very much similar to death, right? Corpse pose. You're reaping the benefits of the practice, you're resting, and you are contemplating about your next step. It seems like you are going on the right path. You are on the right path. Whatever it is that you are planning to do, dear Aquarius, don't rush through. And I feel like this is also what you're planning to do. You wouldn't rush through. You would just be slow and steady. You believe in that saying, slow and steady wins the race. You are in that energy. A change is happening around you, and you are not you're not in a rush, not in a hurry. So however, I feel that temptation or choices, multiple choices, will be given to you in the future. You will be presented with a lot of temptation, with a lot of options, and you run the risk of just taking a bite and experiencing all of them. So be mindful of that, and just stick to that. Slow and steady wins the race. Whatever it is that you are planning to do, like not rushing through, just take your time. You are on the right path. You're choosing the right thing. Okay, the person you're dealing with could be your soulmate. Very much different, but feel so home. It feels like you've known them. Could also be a childhood sweetheart. You may have, for some of you, you may have traveled back to your hometown just to be with them. You may have let go of let's say, a business meeting just to be with this person. You made that choice. They made that choice. This person has chosen you. Childhood sweethearts. Oops. One of you may be, since you are childhood sweethearts, it seems like you have different backgrounds. Could be cultural differences, could be living far from each other, different culture, different country, different race, or perhaps different social status. And it is not something that could be an instrument, that could be instrumental to the outcome of your connection, if there's such thing. You may have one of you, since I have mentioned that you could be childhood sweethearts, you may have known each other since you were like elementary, and now one of you would want to settle down with the but you have two different backgrounds. The other one is, let's say, very valley girl or very city like, but the other is very traditional. That could be what's happening around you. Could also be, for some of you, they like to collect, then they would select. Could be you actually, very social, very detached in relationships, and they would want to explore. They love exploring. A social butterfly. This person could be younger than you. You could have a big age gap with this person. This could also be your student, or you are the student. Could be your boss. Totally different background, as I have mentioned. And very different, but you have accepted them nonetheless. If you live in a different location with this person would want to be with you right now. They really want to be with you and spend some time with you right now. And perhaps you or one of your friends has described this person as they're all over the place. Very excited, very giddy, very social. That's why I've mentioned the energy could be, it could be you. You give them, you show them something they're interested in, they would get hooked easily, but show them another thing, they would shift. They can shift so easily. So the change that is happening around you could be finally having or living the life they are living. If they have a traditional household, you are starting to immerse or learn more about this household and accepting the reality of the situation, especially if you are getting married to this person, or you have just been recently married to this person. For some of you, they just vanished. I'm hearing ghosting. But perhaps instead of you finding them or chasing after them, you'd rather hold your horses and wait for favorable conditions to come, perhaps, or holding your ground. Marriage. Elope. I'm hearing elope. They could be, you would be eloping with this person or they would drop everything and they would come with you. for whatever want you would bring them. Okay, this person seems to be the change that is happening right here is you're just allowing them to be. You're just allowing them to be the person they want to be. But that's the thing, they are not in full control of what they want to be. They have no idea of what they want to do in life, and you seem to be that rock, their foundation, their source of strength, just so they could figure out things on their own. You are their guiding force, their guiding light. While it seems like you are the more mature one in this connection, dear Aquarius, or you could be this person, or you could be dealing with somebody who is more mature than you. You're just allowing them, letting them be. You could be putting a ring on their finger. However, while it brings them joy, it brings them full, they think they are so happy about that, putting a ring on their finger. But since they don't know what they want to do in life, eventually it's something that they could resent in the future. They would tell you they are happy, they are married to you, they're happy about the marriage, they're happy about you being with them, or living with them, or you're spending a lot of your time getting to know their family, getting to know their culture, perhaps if you're in you have cultural differences, and they are very grateful for that, they are very happy for that. However, somewhere down the road they would reassess the situation, or perhaps they would change their mind. I don't mean to say that they're changed their mind. I mean, they would break off, or they would call off the marriage. It's not that, but it's more of they would have a change of mind, perhaps change of perspective as to how they live their life. Perhaps suddenly they would realize this is what they want to do in life, or perhaps suddenly they think of, they have that sad face, could be depressive face, or perhaps they don't know that they have a bipolar disorder, could be that one. It seems to be that if you don't resonate with that, having a bipolar disorder, you could be dealing with somebody who has that constant ups and downs, and it's part of their life, it's part of the game, it's part of what you have signed up for as a married person to this person. They would have their manic stage, and they would be very happy, giddy about this marriage, about the wedding perhaps. But then all of a sudden you see them not wanting to go out, not wanting to be with friends, and it confuses you. However, perhaps with them spending so much time with you, they started to be more mature about how to deal with their own shit, and they're just quite working on it. They would work on it, and they would evaluate. There would be an evaluative phase that they would do. It's like, look at that, she is looking at herself in the mirror, perhaps asking, is this really what I want? So it's you don't have to do anything about it, and it feels like you are in the right space, in the right frame of mind to deal with this kind of person. I say it as if there's something wrong with this person. I don't mean it that way, but you are in the right frame of mind or disposition. You are very stable to deal with this person. They would reassess it in a way that, is this something that I really want to do? Is this something that, did I do it right? Is this something that, this is out of fear. It is out of fear. It is out of insecurity, perhaps. And it is this evaluation phase that they would have, that push and pull between that joy, that adventure, that new, that being newly married, it feels like everything is it feels like you're in a candy land. It feels so you're on high. But at the same time, if you see this is a light colored card, and this is dark one. This is a dark one. So there is a constant shift, like a very consistent shift from the joy to this depressive phase or this sad phase, and they feel like they just feel so insecure. So that is what's up ahead in this person's life. But I strongly feel that you are in the right space to deal with this. And congratulations, dear Aquarius. See, what have I been saying since the beginning of this reading? Look at your card. Transformation. There could be struggles around this, especially change is not any type of change is something that brings us that brings that discomfort around us. But know that if you look at this card, is it a dress or is it a butterfly? Is it a butterfly turning out to be the dress, or is it a dress turning out to be a butterfly? There is a metamorphosis going on around you, and it's something for the better version of yourself. So it's a positive thing. Transformation is always a positive thing, and not all people see it that way. So now the universe is inviting you to see it that way, to see this transformation as something that is you have to go through this transformative phase for you to get the answers that you really need, to get the answers that you have been seeking. Or perhaps this is also a point of reflection. This could help you think about, is this what I really want? Is this my truest desire? Is it for my highest good? Am I the person I would like myself to be? So in what ways can I bring transformation? In what ways could I grow? That is what the universe invites you to think about or to contemplate on. Okay, continuation of this reading is in the link in the description box below. One more oracle guidance card for you, and I hope you would subscribe if you would want to be updated with more readings such as this. So thank you, dear Aquarius, for being here, and I hope to see you next time. My name is A. See you soon. Bye.